Okay, thank you,
So,
Daniel. So Daniel,
mhm.
um,
And I will say that I'm not extremely knowledgeable,
no worries,
because I'm a reaver. But I will,
no worries,
but I am what I am definitely knowledgeable
no
in
worries.
is Christianity,
Okay, good.
because I was a former Christian.
All right. I forgot the first thing you said. What was the first thing that you said before you?
The first thing was that there are many people who
Oh,
can claim
you
to be the
forgot.
Messiah or pierced.
Yeah. All right. So who else in history? What other prophet was pierced for the transgressions of the people?
No prophets. Yeah, I wouldn't say that I know, but I'm just saying that there are so many verses that you can allude to. I mean, if I look them up, I'm sure I can find other people that have claimed to match certain verses of things in the Old Testament to try to say that they
Well,
are the Messiah.
we're talking specifically about Isaiah 53. That's saying that very specific things are going to happen to this person, and the reason why these specific things are happening to this person. So, who else? What other prophet? What other messenger of God? What other servant of the Lord fits the bill as being pierced for the sins of the people,
What?
stricken, stricken by the people, dying, and then having his days prolonged after. Um, who fits that?
Prophets that I know, no one, but I will let others respond if they want to.
But hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
Thank you for being honest. So
Mhm.
nobody else,
Can I
but who
add
does?
something?
Wait, hold on, Omar. Who does? Who
All right.
does it? Who does it fit though?
Well, like I said, I can find many verses that can fit many people. I'm sure that have claimed to be the Messiah.
Specifically, this one. Who does it fit? Who does Isaiah 53 fit like a
You
glove?
could say, well, of course, you could say that Jesus fit just some things about this verse, but it doesn't mean that he is God or that he.
I didn't
Uh,
say I didn't say any of that. So do you agree with me that the only person that this fits so far as we know is Jesus?
as far as we know, or you said prophets, because like I said anybody can probably fit. Any other people that have died can claim to have died for the sins of people and claim to be a false Messiah.
And that doesn't mean that it actually happened though.
They
So
were pierced.
we're talking
They
about what
could be.
actually happened. Yeah. So who does it sound like? Who fits it? Who was brought to his own people, rejected by them, pierced, wounded for the sins of the people, uh, is given as a guilt offering for the sin.
Well, like I said, Jesus is obviously the most well-known
Yeah.
person that fits that verse, but there are many people that I'm sure have claimed to, or who can match a verse. The
Okay,
point of the even the Old Testament Jews, they knew they
stop,
could
stop,
not allow anybody to claim
stop,
to be God.
stop, stop,
What the
stop,
Old Testament said.
stop, pause. So when you say yes,
Mhm.
it sounds like yeah, Jesus is the one who fits this, but there can be many others who can fit this. Who?
No.
Oh, I'm sure I didn't look on Google,
Do you mind if I say something?
but I can find
On
many
it
false
first.
Not
messiahs.
yet, Omar. Not yet, Omar. Say that again, Daniel.
I'm sure if I looked on Google, I can find many false messiahs who were killed.
I don't care about false messiahs. So if they're false messiahs, then they don't fit Isaiah 53, right?
But we can say the same thing about Jesus.
Wait, so you believe Jesus is a false messiah?
Well, I'm saying he's not God. I'm trying
I
to
didn't ask that. You
remember.
believe Jesus is
Mhm.
a false messiah?
No, he could be, and I'll let my brothers correct me whether, because I know we revere Jesus still as a prophet. So whether or not he is the Messiah, that still doesn't mean that he would be God.
Dude, stop going to the deity of Christ for a second. Because actually, yes, if he's the Messiah, it does mean that he's God. But just stop and just focus on what I'm asking.
Okay, let's
Is
go back.
Jesus the Messiah, Dan? Or is he a false Messiah?
He's the Messiah.
No, Ali. This is for Daniel.
Yeah, he's the Messiah.
Okay. So Isaiah 53 is telling us what was going to happen to the Messiah.
Mhm.
You saying somebody else fits that other than Jesus?
So wait. So let me just make sure. You're saying, because I have to read that verse again. You're saying that verse, it doesn't say anything about his deity.
No, that's not what I said. I'm saying that we're talking about who this fits.
It could fit. And I already said it could fit him, just like it could fit many.
Yeah, you said just like it can fit many others. Who?
And like I said, if I look on Google, I will find other people who claim to be. Uh,
Ali, you told me to bring him up. You said he was knowledgeable.
Sorry, I thought in the chat it seemed like it because he was a revert, so I thought maybe he had some knowledge. My apologies.
Avery.
Yeah.
Yo, brother. I was gonna say, can you pull up where it says, can you pull up the Hebrew? Because let me tell you why it doesn't fit Jesus. Because Jesus never had kids. They have the word zir, right? So seed. Jesus never had seed. So how's the suffering servant about Isa alayhi salam ibn Maryam?
You said seed. Seed means physical children.
Zira. So yeah, pull up the verse and you'll see.
I know what you're talking about. Zero. Yeah, zero. The word zero.
I asked the rabbi, and he said seed.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
children.
Seed,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Seed.
how is that about Jesus? This is about Israel.
Are you saying that seed is physical? You can only have physical seed.
According to this word zira, yeah, that's what it meant.
According to the word zera, it only means physical seed.
Pull it up, yeah, pull it up. That's what it means. That's what I've seen it to be, yeah.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
You are wrong. I'm glad you recognize it.
Well, yeah. Then, then the Jewish leader of his congregation, that's what he told me. So.
Well, he was wrong. Look, you see the screen?
Yeah.
Look at verse 4. This is Isaiah, same book, by the way. Isaiah chapter 57, though. Verse 4. It says, "Whom are you mocking? Against whom do you open your mouth wide and stick out your tongue? Are you not children of transgression? The offspring," the word is zerah in the Hebrew, seed of deceit.
Interesting.
So does deceit have physical children?
So can you show me this in Hebrew that they use the same word? And then I'll say yeah. Then I'll give you props for that. Yeah. Okay.
I got you.
I'll go back to him next weekend.
Yeah, and when you go back to him, say, "Man, why'd you lie, man? You got me busted on YouTube, man." In front of
Exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna bring him on, and I'm gonna have him explain the verse to you.
Oh, please bring him on.
I'll bring him on. Yeah, because I don't speak the language. I have a knowledge about it. But yeah, I'll bring this guy on. So yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me show you this really quick. All right. Verse 4. Let me zoom in if I can.
I saw it on YouTube, but I wanted to confirm it face to face. But Rabbi something Singer or something, he was talking about it.
Yeah, Tovia Singer, that liar.
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, so that's one of the. Yeah.
You see it on the screen?
Oh, okay. This is okay. Okay.
So zera of falsehood, of deceit, lies. They're the seed, zera, of deceit. So whoever's telling you that the word zera only means physical seed and offspring is a numpty, is a potato, as Rabbi Eduardo over at Radar Apologetics would say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So this actually qualifies for Jesus. Matter of fact, Jesus actually calls his disciples his children. He calls them little children. Let me show you this real quick. Where my Bible?
So yeah. I should have stuck with my original argument then. That's the sanad. We need the sanad, the chain. When Islam, when it's hadith, even with something like that, we stick to the chain. We have the same, we have the sanad going back to the scholars of hadith and stuff like that. So I would ask for you to produce something like that for us to take this. You know what I mean? We'd ask for a chain of narration, unbroken.
You don't need none of that. This is prophecy, man. You got the prophecy.
Yeah, but it's important though.
You got the manuscripts. We got the scroll of Isaiah that exists before Jesus.
Yeah,
so
but according to Bart Ehrman, it was a later edition. So
who says this?
Bart Ehrman.
Bart Ehrman said, "What's the later edition?"
Isaiah 53. A part of it was a later edition.
What is a later edition?
Some parts of Isaiah 53.
Yeah, what part? What's the evidence? What's this claim? And what's the evidence of what part is he saying is a later edition?
Well, I would say to you, just search it up, do your research about it.
No, see, this is the thing, man. When you guys come here with these erroneous claims, it's upon you to do the homework and bring it and have it ready for me, not for me.
I will do my homework about Torgam, and I'm asking you to do your research about
I
Bart
think he's
Ehrman.
talking about that book, misquoting Jesus. If he's talking about,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that
There,
might be
there is
it.
no later editions of Isaiah 53. That's silly.
Well,
That's
that's
silly.
why I originally wanted to come. I wanted to talk about the history of Christianity, the Ebionites, Marcionites, Theodians. I want to talk about that, the Ecclesiastes, for example.
None of that
And
matters to me
why not?
because
Because now,
we're talking about what directly proves Islam wrong, which
no,
is that God actually spoke in history. He prophesied.
but no. Look, if we're gonna look historically, yeah,
Yeah.
we first have the Ebionites in Jerusalem.
What about them? What does that have to do with Isaiah 53?
They were living in Jerusalem in the first and second
What does that have
century.
to do with Isaiah 53?
But no, that has nothing to do with it. I want to talk
Okay,
about that.
so then why do we have my question to you guys as Muslims, and this is what you guys have to defend. Why do we have prophecy of Jesus being of the Messiah being crucified?
Because
Why?
now we know, if we look at the history, yeah, and we
Mhm.
can see there is no chains of narrations. There's no primary sources.
The primary source is the scroll itself.
How do we know it's true? It's
Okay,
Which
let's
scroll?
say
Which
it's
scroll?
fabricated. Ali, let's say it's fabricated. We have Isaiah 53, at least in the Dead Sea Scrolls of what we have, 200 years before the birth of Jesus,
Mhm. Yes, and there are also
and it
many
matches
parts
what
of
we have today.
the Dead Sea Scrolls many reject.
I don't care. Isaiah 53 is
But,
good.
but
Isaiah
then
53.
Do the Jews
Isaiah
accept Isaiah?
53.
Do the
Isaiah
Jews?
53.
Sure.
So
I have
we
a
have
question if you don't
hold
mind.
on, Omar. So we have
Go ahead.
Isaiah 53, Ali, that clearly talks about the crucifixion of the Messiah. Why do we have that?
well, if we look at the whole in previous chapters, it is talking about more than one people, servants.
Where does it talk? Okay,
Right, huh?
beautiful. Where does it talk about this being multiple persons in Isaiah 53? Is it multiple persons or is it a singular individual that saves them? Look, guys, anybody but Jesus, man. These Muslims are so against Jesus, it's crazy.
No, but that's
Sorry?
not true, brother. You know that we can't be Muslim if you don't accept Jesus.
No, you guys hate Jesus. You're showing it right now.
Nah.
No. We love Jesus.
You guys would rather have this be about anybody else other than Jesus. It can't be
No,
about Jesus.
we are
Can you show
following
me?
I
what
hate
the
them. Y'all hate Jesus.
original Christians thought.
Can you show me the another religion that makes it one of the commandments to believe in the messages
I
included?
don't give two flying for doodles about who says what. What matters is what you
It's
guys
in the
believe,
Quran.
teach, and how you and your fruits. You guys reject Jesus. You deny him. You dispel
No,
him of all prophecies and fulfillments as if he was just some mere failed mission agent who ran
but then
away
you
saved by Allah.
then you're also
What are you talking
rejecting the
about, man?
first
You don't
four
have to
Please
three
answer the
hundred
bro.
years
question.
of Christianity.
Please answer the question, Ali. Why do we have Jesus, the crucifixion of the Messiah before Jesus is born?
No, I'm saying, how do we know it's a primary source? How do we know it's not a later additions
Why do we?
like
Okay,
Bart
how about
Ehrman
this?
says?
Why do we have this source
Sinai.
that dates 200 years before Jesus that has Jesus being crucified, the Messiah being crucified, dying for our sins? Before Christians, before anybody who believed in Jesus was even born, we have this document.
We have Israel though, right? It doesn't say Jesus. It says Israel, the name. Jesus is not mentioned in Isaiah 53. The
And we
word.
also have many Jewish commentaries saying
Where does it say
it's not.
Israel in the verse, Omar?
You say it's in Isaiah 53. Pull it up.
Yeah, where in the verse of Isaiah 53 does it say?
Oh no,
Does it say
sorry,
Israel?
not Isaiah 53, but it's earlier. He's mentioned by name twice. It says Israel.
49.
People don't read the Bible, but I mean they read it.
Yeah,
It's
so
right
you're,
there.
you're bringing up stuff you don't know about, so I would slow down on that.
Sure.
Ali, why do we have a source
Mhm.
prior to the believers of Jesus who you would say would be biased in changing texts? Why do we have something 200 years older than them that points to the Messiah being crucified?
Yes. And I want to say we also have commentaries that is.
So can you answer
is
the
about
question,
this.
please?
But I'm gonna answer your question. That you believe it's about Jesus being crucified, and you have commentaries saying it's about the servants of Israel. Because if we're looking at previous chapters, 49, 41, it's about servants. It's about more than one people, the people of Israel. Then we also have to
Really?
take into account
I
that.
like how you think you know the Bible. I like that. I
No,
like
I'm
that.
not saying I know the Bible, but
No, no,
this is
no, no.
what.
You are. You are saying that you know the Bible, man. I like you. I like you. You know the Bible. Omar brought this up too. Let's do this.
Okay.
Did you see my discussion with Hamza?
I
Me?
wasn't there.
Which one?
The one, oh, no, never mind. I don't want to spoil anything. If you guys didn't see it, that's fine. It's good
Yeah.
actually. Let's
Yeah.
go.
No.
We're in Isaiah 49. This is what you guys are referencing. It's talking about Israel. It's talking about servants. It's Israel. Let's see.
Yeah. Go.
Let's start at verse 3 because that's where it is, right? And he said to me, "You are my servant Israel,
Yes.
in whom I will be glorified." Boom, right? It's
Oh, what
talking about-
about?
And now the servant is Israel.
yeah, it's singular, right? Singular servant, right?
Yeah.
And it's Israel, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Perfect. There
Yeah,
you
right.
go.
So it's not the Messiah, according to you guys. It's the nation Israel.
Where
So
does it say
No, no.
Messiah?
I don't know if it's the nation of Israel. Israel himself. Yaqub alayhi salam. I
So
mean, if
verse
you're
4.
going to
So
tell me this is for your
I got you.
salvation, I have
Don't worry,
my
I got
Quran.
you. So verse 4 says, "But I said," so Israel's now speaking, "I have labored in vain. I have spent my strength for nothing in vanity. Yet surely my right is with my Lord, and my recompense with my God."
Beautiful.
Verse 5. "And now the Lord says, He who formed me from the womb to be his servant," singular servant, right?
Mm-hmm.
"To bring back Jacob to him." Who's Jacob?
Jacob is Israel.
So Israel, the servant, is bringing back Israel to God.
Go ahead. I'll one answer, or I would say you'd have to go to the Hebrew. Yeah, that's a little weird. I haven't seen this over there.
Well, actually, let's just go to the next
To
line.
bring
Look,
back,
look. To bring back Jacob to him,
to bring back Jacob to.
and that Israel might be gathered to him. So the servant Israel is supposed to gather Israel to the Lord.
He
It's to
so
bring Jacob back to him.
Yeah, who? So it says to bring Jacob back to him, and that Israel might be gathered to him. Let's keep reading. Watch this. Verse 6. He
so you're
says,
saying the nation of Israel. So when Allah, or according to you, you're saying God revealing this means Jacob. It's he's using his name. Then he's talking about. I don't know the Hebrew. Obviously, any Hebrew.
Jacob
Bro, it's
means.
simple. It's
Any
simple. Where
Spanish or
does it say
Hebrew.
Messiah? Where does it say Messiah? Tell me one place in
Hold
that thing
on,
where it
Muslim
says
man.
Messiah.
Hold on, Muslim man. Hold on a second. So here it says that Israel will be saving Israel. How's that? How many Israels do you guys see? How many Israels is there according to this verse?
That not referring as the nation, or
So there's the nation Israel. So who's the singular servant who's named Israel who will save the nation? Who is that? Because he's also called Israel. Who is that?
Go ahead, brother Miley. You want me to answer? I thought he was saying something. I don't want to cut him off.
Let me answer. Let me answer. Can I answer?
No, this is for Ali and Omar.
Okay, yeah. So I would say you pull up the Hebrew to understand the nuance of the language. You have to bring it
but
into the
Israel is also mentioned as the nation of Israel.
So who is the singular servant Israel who's saving the nation Israel? Who is
Jacob.
that?
If you
Jacob is
say
said
you are my,
Oh, he says he's bringing back Jacob.
he's bringing
no,
back Jacob.
and he said to me, "You are my servant."
Bring back Jacob.
If you talk
Servant.
about servant, you are talking about the nation of Israel. That's his
Wait.
servant. Israel, the
Okay.
nation, is his
Uh,
servant. And he
okay.
says, then,
Who's Jacob
can
then? Why is the nation? Who's Jacob?
you have it? Look, you have Jacob, Israel. Yeah.
Wait, so Jacob is Israel the nation?
Yes. And you are my servant,
But wait,
Israel.
wait. I thought that Israel the nation was already mentioned. Why is Israel how is Israel the nation bringing Israel the nation back to God?
Look, you see, you are my servant, Israel. Yeah. You see that, right?
Yeah, duh, that's what we're on.
Yeah. So when he's talking about you are this, when I read those commentaries, it was saying you are my servant Israel. It's saying That the servant Israel is talking about the nation Israel.
So who is Jacob that's being brought back to the Lord by the servant?
But you see, to bring Jacob back to him, and that Israel might be gathered to him.
Oh, is that the nation?
The nation bringing back to him.
So who is Jacob and Israel that's being brought back by the servant Israel? Who's Jacob?
Jacob is. I already said, this, you are my servant Israel. When he talks
Dude,
to them,
who's Jacob?
Jacob is Israel. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Oh, so wait a second. So Jacob is Israel. Who's bringing back Jacob? Who's Israel? Who's bringing back Israel?
Bart Ehrman answers this on his blog, my friend. Go to Bart Ehrman's blog. You'll get the answer. Simple.
I bet. Who's bringing back Jacob?
Are you scared, Avery?
Shut up. Matter of fact, get out of here.
Avery, don't get mad at these guys. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Controls.
Avery, tell us, what do you think?
No,
bro?
no, y'all Bible scholars, y'all got this.
It's over my head. Tell it. I don't think this verse gonna help you.
It's over your head. It's over your head. Yet for some reason you're able to interpret Isaiah 53 for me in light of Isaiah 49. You said, according to earlier chapters, the servant is the nation Israel. It's not about the Messiah. Y'all got it. Y'all got this. Y'all got it. Go ahead and cook. Who's Jacob? Who's bringing back Jacob? Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Go ahead. Y'all got it. Who is it? Who's bringing back Jacob?
Go ahead, brother Ali. Help this brother out, man. Help this brother out.
Look,
y'all got it. Who is it? Who's bringing back Jacob?
I'm not speaking on my own behalf. I'm speaking
I don't
about
care whose behalf you're speaking on. If you're speaking on someone else's if someone else is telling you this, then I'm cooking you and the person who gave you this information.
All right.
So this is not just for you; it's for whoever your source is. Who is bringing back Jacob?
And now the Lord says, He who formed me from the womb to be His servant, to bring Jacob back to Him.
Lord, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
that Israel might be gathered to Him.
Oh man! So Israel has to be gathered and brought back to the Lord by the servant. Who's doing that? Who is bringing Israel and Jacob back to the Lord?
No.
He said no.
Now the Lord says,
the Lord.
It says that the servant's doing it. For example, maybe let's read on to help out, okay? Look at verse 6. He says, so this is God speaking. It is too light a thing that you should be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to bring back the preserved of Israel. So the servant is saving the tribes of Jacob and the preserved of Israel. I will also make you a light for the nations, the Gentiles, that my salvation may reach the ends of the earth. So this even helps you out. It even gets clearer. This servant is raising up and bringing back the tribes of Israel, of Jacob. Who is that servant? It called him Israel earlier. Who is that? Y'all got it?
The collective nation of Israel, the servant.
Wait a second. It says the servant is bringing back the tribes. How many tribes are in Israel?
12.
12. So all of Israel is being accounted for, right?
Okay.
So the servant who's saving the tribes of Israel is himself not the tribes of Israel.
No, but that's not what the servant means.
Come on, man. Who is the one that is saving the tribes of Israel? Who's that servant? Y'all got it. Y'all big and bad.
All right, you tell me then.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I got to tell you. I already told you earlier, but you rejected what I said. You want to lean on anti-Christ commentators, and you want to lean on your Muslim understanding. You got it. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm not helping you. Who is it? Who is it? Y'all got it. Y'all bad. Isaiah 53 is not about the Messiah. It's about the servant who's Israel, according to Jewish commentators, Jewish rabbis. Okay, who is it? Who is it? Y'all see what this does? Do you see what happens when you lean on anti-Christ commentators and you try to lean on them as Muslims because you are against Jesus? So when you quote stuff that you have no idea what you're talking about, you're stuck now. You're stuck.
If they say this about the servant nation of Israel, yeah, the nation of Israel, you are saying it's about Jesus, right? That is about the Messiah.
That's correct.
So how will we now know which it's about? We're going to follow the Jewish commentators. It's about the nation of Israel. If I'm going
No,
to follow
actually, when you go to the Targums again, the Jewish commentators, this is about the Messiah. Ding, ding.
there was also a Messiah of the Old Testament, according to them, right?
Not yet. He didn't come yet.
According to many, David was also the Messiah of the Old Testament.
Who cares? This is after David.
What? Yeah, and this is also talking about past tense.
So this is talking about the Messiah, the King Messiah, the priest Messiah, the one who saves and redeems Israel. That's not David. David is a representative of this person, but this person here is the greater fulfillment. Who is it? Who is this servant who is also called Israel, who's going to save the nation, the tribes of Israel? Who is that?
All right, you can bring other people up.
They
We're not gonna get an agreement here. That's the thing.
There's no. Do you consider yourself to be an honest person?
Sorry?
Do you consider yourself to be an honest person?
I try to be as much as possible, yes.
Okay, I believe you, Ali. I'm going to choose to believe you today. So look, I'm going to step in. Now that you have relinquished, do you relinquish and say that you don't understand this? I mean, it's okay. Do you understand what's going on here or not?
I think there are two interpretations from this.
I don't care about how many Do you? I'm asking you, Ali, as you read this text, do you understand what's going on?
When I read the first commentary, I thought, yes, it was clear. But now you're asking me these questions. Now I have no idea what I should think.
Yeah. So do you see how and notice, I'm asking you questions based off what the text says, right?
Yes.
So I'm not giving you an interpretation. I'm not giving you this is what Avery thinks. I'm reading the text. We read the text, and I just asked you a question based off the text. Even in light of the commentators that you're leaning on, they don't have an answer for this.
Well, they do. They say it's about the nation of Israel.
So, okay. Good. They say it's about the nation of Israel. My friend Ali, how does that answer verse 6, where it says that the servant is going to save the nation of Israel? Is the nation of Israel being saved, or are they the savior? According to the text.
That the nation of Israel will raise up the tribes of Jacob, and they will bring back the preserved. That's how I read it first. That's how I understood it first.
How do you understand it now that you've actually read the text?
Well, if we're going to look in chapters and commentaries.
No.
Yeah. That is how I understood this.
Ali, this is going to be the last time I ask you, because you said that you're honest. And so I'm gleaning that you're lying to me about your honesty. You're showing your dishonesty right now.
No, I'm not.
Okay. According to the text, Isaiah chapter 49, verse 6. Who's being raised up?
The tribes of Israel.
So is that the nation of Israel?
I guess so, yeah.
So who's the servant that's raising up the nation of Israel?
I don't know them.
Thank you. You don't know. But in light of you not knowing that,
Mm-hmm.
you have common sense, you have reasonability, you're a grown man. There's a distinction between the servant and the tribes of Jacob, correct? The nation, right? There's a distinction, there's a separation, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, yes.
So that means that the servant is not the nation of Israel, right?
I don't know. There are many commentaries. There are
Use your
many.
reasoning. Use your reasoning. Use your reasoning. If I say, I'm coming to pick up Ali, am I Ali?
No.
Okay, so you can clearly understand that. When it says that the servant is going to raise up the tribes of Jacob, is the servant the tribes of Jacob?
Well, you could also say that the servant, like for example, if
Is the
he's
servant
from.
the tribes of Jacob?
Wait. For example, if the
Is the
servant.
servant the tribes of Jacob?
Wait. Wait. Let me make my point. If the servant, for example, is from, let's say, the Netherlands, yeah, and he from the Netherlands will bring back will raise up the tribes of the founder of the Netherlands.
Uh-huh.
You can, I'm, that's
Very
also
good.
a valid
No,
argument, right?
no, you're absolutely correct. Actually, guys, something clicked for him. He got it. If there was an individual who was from the Netherlands, who was sent to the Netherlands to save the tribes of the Netherlands, right? The fathers of them, right? Even though he's from the Netherlands. However, he himself is not the nation of the Netherlands. He's saving the nation.
Well, that's
Right?
your interpretation right now, that the servant is only one person.
The
There are
servant is
also
a person. The servant is a person who's from Israel, but he's saving the Israelites. He's saving the nation of Israel. You get it? That's why he can be called
Wait.
Israel.
Can you go to 8 and 9, please?
Wait. That has nothing to do with this. Just right now. Do you understand this? Do you get it? I like that you came to that conclusion with your example. The person can be called Israel because he's from Israel and he represents Israel. But he's one person who's saving the rest of the nation. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Ali?
Sorry, my Wi-Fi. The servant are the descendants. God says in a previous chapter.
I asked you a
The
straightforward question,
yes,
my
but
man.
wait, but wait.
I asked you a
The
question.
descendants, the descendants.
I asked you a question. I asked you a question. I asked you a question. I asked you a question.
Could you repeat that? My Wi-Fi cut off.
Your turn, Omar. Do you understand? Omar. Do you see how dishonest you guys are as Muslims? Absolutely dishonest. You rely on antichrist commentary. Anybody but Jesus. Anybody but Jesus. Then when you go to the actual text, you can't even answer for yourself. You can't speak for yourself. You see how dishonest you are? And when you do that, when you're that dishonest, the embarrassment and the humiliation shows up. That's how it is. It doesn't have to be like that. But with y'all, that's how it is. Y'all have nothing to stand on. It's really sad. It's saddening. It's saddening. So, what I would say for y'all who are listening, before you ever try to come and tell me how to read my Bible, tell me what the Bible says, be ready to give an answer. I'm not going to exegete nothing for you. You're going to have to exegete it. And then when I hear that moment of silence, because you can't, because you're stuck, I would hope and I pray that you could be honest and come to the truth. Or else your pride is going to embarrass you. It's going to embarrass you in front of 2,200 people.